Hi, today I want to show you how to put together the Witchy lantern from Simply Crafty SVGs. It's fairly simple. It comes with 4 panels, 2 of broom cutouts and 2 with witch cutouts. And we have optional vellum panels you can put behind them. But if you don't want to, I'm going to show you without it. You're just going to glue the panels to the inside of the side pieces. So the way it works, you can see how it just fits in there. We'll add glue around the opening, just don't go all the way to the edge. And the way this panel fits in is that bottom section, the actual bottom edge of the panel should align to the inside fold of the tab. So the tab is able to fold up, and you want to center it horizontally in between. So you want to make sure that tab folds up, else it won't fold properly on the bottom when you go to close put the bottom lantern panel on. Then we just continue. I'm alternating, but if you wanted the whole thing to be witches, you could, or solid panel with your own cutout, you could. There's just a lot of possibilities. Very easy to modify this. If you have with your software, whether you use Cricut, Silhouette, Sizzix Puzzles, all the software can do that now. So I'm alternating. So I went from the witch's face to the broom. So now I'm going to do the witch's face. The drawback about not putting the vellum panels on the back is that you can see through it, but I kind of like the effect for both of them. So it's just a preference. And you see I just fold up that bottom tab just to make sure that it's not glued over the fold. And just make sure it's centered between the right and left. There's just going to be a little edge on the right and left. So once you have those all on, we'll go to putting together the sides. So flip them over, and we're going to add glue to this long tab. And then align the edge of this left piece to the tab fold on the right. And then we're just applying pressure, make sure the tab's good and secure before we glue the second tab. And if you do get glue on your table, I didn't notice it was on there, so it got a little bit on my cardstock. Just make sure you wipe it away. So I just fold over that other piece to reveal the tab, and then add glue so you can fold over that last piece fairly easily, and it should line up. It is a big, you probably could shrink it down a little bit. This is a big lantern, but I thought it would be a good focal point if you needed something big on a table. And it's easy to make when it's larger. So this way we're going to attach the bottom piece, but if you look in the lower right hand corner, we have a Halloween pumpkin lantern similar. It's easier to do it flat, but you can do it the other way that's shown as well. So if you want to back up and look in the lower right hand corner, I would suggest putting gluing on the edge, the first tab of the panel on the way I did with the pumpkin one. Then I add glue to all the other tabs. Just be careful not to get too much glue towards the fold, else it'll leak. And I'm just making sure it's good and wet and distributed. Then just fold it down and align it and kind of push it in until all the edges align with the actual lantern edges. And then you can turn it over, apply pressure, or reach in to apply additional pressure. So now that that's done, we're going to work on the lid. But the first thing we wanted to work on is the actual pointed hat portion. So there's these 3 pieces, and I have that top piece upside down. So there's little scores in each of these pieces. So we're going to fold on the scores. And top is the hardest piece. And there's a really skinny tab on the left-hand side, the left of it. So that really skinny tab, that's what we're going to attach it to when we get to that point. And then we have tabs on the bottom of that too, but we'll get this ready because we're going to glue this to the top piece that I just folded. So we always want to start from left to right. So we're going to just fold those little tabs down. We have glue to the first one. So go ahead and line it up. Make sure it sits in the section and you line that edge up with the tab fold. And you kind of have to move these pieces around until it fits together. Since there is a bend in it, it does take a little bit. You just have to be patient with it, and if that means doing 1 to 2 tabs at a time, then you need to do that. It'll help you adjust it. So as you're going around, you're moving that bottom piece to align the edge. The edge of that piece of paper to the tab fold. Now you see it's kind of folding strangely. So at this point, it's going to pop out. It's going to pop in a little bit. So you kind of have to adjust it as you go. Because there's an outside curve and an inside curve on it, it just takes a second. But you want to make sure you don't start maneuvering it before the glue is dry on the tab. And then we'll do the last 2. So you see it's taking shape. So we're going to glue this little side tab just carefully. So reaching in, making sure that you get the pressure behind it to secure it. And then on the opposite side, glue the other tab underneath. I had a little glue leakage. So you see I'm just folding that in carefully. I know it's kind of hard to see with the black, but with all the movement, hopefully you can see it. So once that's secure, we're going to add that last piece. So first we need to fold it. So we'll start, it's the same size around the whole thing, but let's start where the seam is on the top piece. So I'm starting where the seam is, where the opening was, and then I'm going to glue this first tab on. I always do the first tab first, just one, and that just helped me anchor it so I can move it around a little easier for the next ones. So I suggest 2 tabs at a time for this one. So again, I'm lining up that edge to the tab fold above. Just trying to move it around to get you better light. But it's taking shape. It looks like the top of the hat. And you can see those tabs inside. So we're just finishing up with a couple more tabs. So when you get to this last one, you want to tuck that tab in, and then we'll glue it to the inside, to that other edge. It's just a fun little lantern. This is the hardest part, in my opinion, for the lantern, but it's different. Well, I hope you think it's different. I know it's different. It's just a matter if anybody likes it. I like it though, so that's all that matters. And you thought it was all about the customer, right? No, it is. Whatever you guys need. So we're going to put together the actual lid portion. So we're just folding everything on the scores, including the little tabs on the sides. Then we're just going to glue these little tabs underneath, matching up the adjacent edge to the tab fold, I'm sorry, not tab score. Tongue-tied. And it is a little angled, so it shouldn't be square because it's a really small lid, so you need to make sure that that edge matches up to the tab fold. Sounds like tadpole too, doesn't it? Okay. Enough of my silly jokes. So I always hold it long enough so you know your glue. After you do projects like this, how long you have to hold it. But smaller things like that always take longer to hold. Otherwise they pull apart, especially with little angles like it has. I just didn't think this box needed a beefy lid. I thought it was fun with just a thin lid, but it's the first time I've done such a small lid overhang. So now we're going to kind of fold those inward and outward. And the reason we're doing it outward, which is valley fold, is so we can glue those tabs to the inside of the lid. So what I like to do is anchor one. There's a theme here, the anchor theme. So I'm going to anchor one side. So this is to the bottom part. I'm going through the bottom pushing it to the top. And I'm lining one edge up, the one with the glue, that one little edge to the inside fold of the tab. And then we apply pressure to glue it. And then what I like to do with these is the opposite tab. I like to glue that because that kind of centers it for you and makes it easier to glue the 4 remaining tabs. So then you glue those 4 remaining tabs, and then we'll have a panel to cover that hole. And essentially after this, it's done. You just add your little battery operated tea light or candle. Again, you could have added the vellum panels. If you did that, you want to do that before you put together the sides when you're putting the panels on. If you want to refer to the Halloween pumpkin lantern, that does have it's essentially a similar design, just slightly different, but same way to put it together. So now we're going to add this inside panel. I went a little bit wide on the glue. You want to go a little bit not to the edge, inside edge. You just want to go around enough to stick this panel. And the panel is smaller than the inside of the lantern. And it truly is just for aesthetics purposes. If somebody lifted off, you can't see it, the big hole. And this is what it looks like once you have the lid on. You can decorate all you want, and there it is lit. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and I thank you so much for watching.